We saw Kafka has reached home and he is feeling very tired. He said he can still feel the smell of a monster's intestine. And while staying at home, he is listening to the news. And a news reporter states that the leader of the 3rd Division is famous Captain Mina Ashiro, and her age is only 27 years old. She has defeated several hundred kaiju till now. And suddenly, Kafka switched off the TV. Kafka got frustrated and started to say different things, saying that his job is an important one and that he is helping society. The next morning, Kafka headed toward his office with a headache from last night. In his office, a new boy joins them as a part-timer named Rino Ichikawa. That states that the new joinee's aim is to join the defense force. Toku says that once Kafka also aimed to join defense, but now he has given up. Kafka replied that you are freaking out the new kid. Ichikawa asked Kafka, "Why'd you give up?" Kafka replied that I did my best, but no matter how good you do, there is always somebody better. Ichikawa stops Kafka and says that he will never give up until he dies. Then he went to the changing room. By listening to Ichikawa's word, Kafka got frustrated because he felt himself to be looser. And we again see that the cleaning team is doing its work. And someone announces that they will collect bones and send an important one to Izumo Tech for research. One man is giving each team the task of cleaning the monster body. As he assigned Yoshimura's team to separate the legs, and they assigned a new boy, Ichikawa, to the intestine work. And now Kafka shouted at the senior for assigning him to the internship for today's. Senior says that he is good at intestine work. Kafka rushes through the intensity to finish his work. After some work, everyone is enjoying their lunch at noon. Kafka sees that Ichikawa is feeling bad due to intense work, and he started to talk to him about why he was not eating his food. Ichikawa replies that he is feeling bad and has no intention to eat food. Then Kafka gave him multivitamins so that his body could get energy. Kafka offered Ichikawa the nosebuds to stop the smell, but Ichikawa denied that he didn't need them. But Kafka forces him to put on nosebuds. Again, the cleaning work began after lunch. In the evening, everyone started to go home after finishing today's work. But Kafka is still here and says the smelliest part of the job is done. Ichikawa came from back and thanked Kafka for helping him on his first day of work. Kafka is amazed by Ichikawa's action. Ichikawa says goodnight and tells Kafka that they are increasing the age limit to 32 for Defense Force applicants. After listening to this, Kafka says you are much nicer than I thought. Suddenly, from nowhere, a monster appears and tries to attack Ichikawa, but Kafka saves him. Kafka asked Ichikawa to run as far as possible to save himself. Ichikawa resists that, but Kafka says you need to join the defense force, so you should get away from here. Now the monster started to chase Kafka, while Ichikawa escaped. He is trying his best to run away from the monster, and he sees an entrance where he could be safe for now. So he enters the building. He came out to the other side of the building by breaking glass, but a monster also came from behind. Now Kafka stood still to attack Kaiju's leg, but he got hurt and the monster threw him away. Kafka is badly injured by the monster's attacks. When the monster tried to eat Kafka, suddenly Ichikawa attacked his face and distracted the monster. And Ichikawa tried to fight against the monster, but suddenly a tiger beast appeared and finished the monster. It belongs to the Defense Force's 3rd Division. Mina Ashira, captain of the 3rd Division, has arrived here for help and successfully killed the monster. They took Kafka and Ichikawa to the hospital for treatment. While Kafka was lying on the bed, he saw his hand and thought about how Mina took down that monster within seconds. Kafka and Ichikawa are side by side, and both started talking about monsters. Now Kafka started to talk about giving up his plan to join the defense force and said it was not good. He is going again to apply for the defense force. When he moves his hand aside, he sees a little monster-type creature flying above Kafka's bed. Before Kafka decides to make any move, it enters the mouth of Kafka. His body started to react badly. And when Ichikawa came to check Kafka's condition, he saw a new monster kaiju creature sitting on Kafka's bed. Both get shocked, and that creature says Ichikawa is me, Kafka. Here the interesting part began. Kafka, who wants to join the defense force to kill kaijus. Now he himself became kaiju.